Today, I'm here to give you 5 basic general principles that are the foundation in being a better person. Okay, that's what we on today. And if you wondering, I keep looking off to the side. I got my notes and stuff over here, so full transparency. That's what that is. And I know full transparency from the guy wearing the mask is a little ironic. Don't overthink it. All right, don't overthink it. Now, the first principle is to know yourself. And now I'm not talking about no cliche way. I'm not talking about no surface level, know yourself. No, that ain't what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about address, social security, phone number. No, it's not what I'm talking about. When I say know yourself, I'm talking about knowing yourself on an interpersonal level. All right? Not only am I going to tell you the importance of that, I'm going to tell you how to achieve that. All right? Now, the importance of that, of knowing yourself truly, is to better help you understand why you are the way you are. To better help you understand why your interests are your interests. Right? To be able to identify, do you like this for you? Or do you like this for your friend group? Do you like this, you interested in this because you think other people might find you more interesting for being interested in this thing? Right? How do you achieve that? How do you get to that point? Don't worry. The way you get to that is not hard. It probably won't even take long. All you simply have to do is look at your life through this lens. All the things that I do, all the things that I'm interested in, the movies I watch, the name brands I shop for, the music I listen to, all of these things. If I couldn't share any of these things with anybody else, would these things still have the same level of interest and appeal to me? That's it. That is simply the lens that you look through to better know yourself. It's not hard, not difficult, but you're gonna have to be honest with yourself with this, because there's some things that we do in life that the only reason we do these things is because subconsciously we know this is gonna make for a pretty interesting conversation with somebody in my friend group later on. And that's just the truth. You got to be honest with yourself about that, though. The more honest you are with yourself, the faster you're going to be able to know yourself. All right? Also, looking through things through this lens and knowing yourself helps you to become aware, as well as to help you identify what your outside influences actually are. Now, that's important. Once you're able to identify these things, you know why you're doing something, why you're interested in it. And once you get down to the pure essence of why you're interested in something, well, it gives you a certain level of conviction in participating in these things, certain level of passion, a certain level of involvement with these things. Okay? But like I say, you gotta be honest. I'll give you an example, right? When I was coming up, I wasn't the most sympathetic or empathetic when it came to animals. No, I wasn't out here harming pets and all of that type of stuff. I wasn't. But my introduction to pets, I didn't even get to have a pet until I was probably a teenager. I think I was probably 13, 14 before I got to have a dog. Now, before then, I had only seen other people with pets. And unfortunately, in my neighborhood where I grew up, one of the things that was prevalent in this neighborhood was people fighting dogs. And no, I'm not talking, don't be so literal. I'm not talking about humans versus dogs. You know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not saying that got me interested in that. I'm not saying that's what I wanted to do. I'm simply saying because this was my first introduction to pets. For years, I was anywhere from 7 to 9 when I first started witnessing this stuff. Because that was my introduction to how people were interacting with pets, I didn't know that it was wrong. Because I didn't know that this stuff was wrong, I lacked certain emotions towards these animals that, looking back, I wish I wouldn't have been that way. Because I was looking at these animals as just simply animals instead of looking at them as another life, even though it's not a human life, it's still a precious life, right? So, and I'm so glad that I'm far from that type of thinking, right? But like I said, it wasn't until I got grown and was able to look back that I was like, why was I less empathetic back then towards animals? Because now I see an animal in pain, I'm damn near liable to start crying or something. Or at least at the very bare minimum, I offer it some type of help. Because now my perspective has changed. I see it as a precious life. But when I look back, it's like, oh, that's why I looked at them that way. Because of how all the grown-ups was treating them back then. Right? But that also helped me to align closer to who I am in my core. Without having, basically, once you're looking at it through this lens, you're able to move forward in life as if none of these other influences ever had such an impact on your life, right? That's the importance of it. Also, when you know yourself, you're able to discover new things that also align with what your real interests are. And once you're able to find these new things in your life that you like, that you're interested in, not because of nobody else or any other outside influence, it's able to put you at more peace at what you're doing. It's able to put you at more peace. And I cannot begin to tell you how priceless and how valuable inner peace and peace of mind is.